was a very active weekend for millions of people across portions of the Northeast and New England. Tropical Storm Henri made landfall as a 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm right near the city of westerly Rhode Island, right along the border of two states, including Connecticut, and Rhode Island. It is now a tropical depression on the eastern side of New York, and even though it has now been downgraded to a tropical depression, it is still bringing lots of rain and is kicking up the seas, just like you see here on your screen. How long will this last, and what will the continuing impacts be? I'll tell you right here, coming up on Liam's Weather. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. I am meteorologist Kenny, and before we get into this video today, I want to apologize for everybody for not being able to upload a video over the last several weeks. I've had a lot going on with my family that has put me in the dumps recently, and that's why I haven't been doing any videos. But with that being said, I am very, very excited and happy to be back in front of the camera for all of you to bring you all another amazing tropical update and continuing to talk about Henri and the tropics. Here is the track that this system took. It started as a depression on the eastern side of Bermuda. It remained a tropical depression until it got on the southern side, then became a tropical storm, and it remained a tropical storm right until about this point, just off the coast of North Carolina. It became a Category 1 hurricane, becoming the next hurricane of the season, and it remained a hurricane right until about this point. Right before it started impacting the coastline of New England, it became a tropical storm very, really right before the system made landfall, and then made landfall once again as a 60-mile-per-hour tropical system right along the city of westerly Rhode Island. Here's more details on that landfall. What's really funny about the system is that whenever you're looking at tropical systems on a radar, normally you see everything on this eastern side. Look at this. During landfall, everything was on that western side, and that was because of a massive range of low pressure that brought it westward, okay? Usually 95% of the time, whenever we're looking at tropical systems, everything is going to be on this eastern side. But with Henri, everything was on this side, going from New York City throughout southern portions of New York, and then eventually into Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. Very heavy rainfall across portions of central Connecticut, maybe in Hartford, and also Colchester. Thankfully, though, the worst is now pushed westward. However, even though it's out of this area for now, Henri will start to take a turn eastward and then eventually impact the states of central and southern parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and also Rhode Island. All right, and continuing to talk about the tropics, we have a very active tropical outlook right now. Thankfully, though, Henri is the only direct impact to the United States at all. We have three other areas of possible development: Invest 97 and 90L, and then also another area of low pressure that has no name, considering the National Hurricane Center is not worried about this area of low pressure at all. They've given it a 0% chance of forming. However, Invest 97 and 90AL only have about a 10% chance of development. They will continue to head westward, but as of right now, are absolutely no threat to the United States. Our only threat to watch for the next several days is going to be Henri. It will continue to head eastward, but really deteriorate as we go throughout the next couple of days. And here is the latest satellite imagery we have on Henri. There is the center trying to stay somewhat intact because it is over the U.S. mainland. It really isn't going to be able to gain any strength. In fact, it's actually going to be decreasing in strength over the next several days. We're still seeing a couple different scattered showers and thunderstorms working their way throughout eastern Pennsylvania, and then also the central portions of New Jersey. We have some outer bands that are still rotating in this direction, right along portions of eastern Connecticut and also central portions of Massachusetts. But as I said, the system will continue to deteriorate and really is not that much of a threat to the United States. Here's the active radar, if I can get that to stay. There we go. Once again, we're still seeing some outer bands working their way throughout New Jersey. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning that has now been issued with one of the outer bands. A couple of different outer bands now working their way north from the Atlantic Ocean into states of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. The heavy screen right now looks like it's working throughout central portions of Massachusetts, but other than that, these systems will continue to head east and really won't dump that much rain. But here is the latest forecast track that we know of. It will continue to stay about a 25 to 35 mile an hour tropical depression, still going right through central portions of Massachusetts, and then eventually head out here into the northeastern Atlantic. So as soon as we get done with Henri, there's going to be absolutely no threat at all with this particular system, which is a very, very, very good thing. Moving on from the tropics, let's talk about our severe weather outlook as we head into tomorrow. Thankfully, only a very marginal chance of severe weather across the whole entire nation. As you can see on our map here, only portions of the Midwest will be seeing a very small chance of development. And really, there's absolutely no threats of any severe weather as far as damaging wind, flooding, large hail, and also tornadoes go, which is a very, very, very good thing. So here's a look at our forecast over the next couple of days from the GFS model. Just a very small chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms across our general area because of this area of high pressure pushing everything in this general direction. It's going to be starting way out here in the Atlantic and then continue to head westward. So other than that, I mean, we are going to have a very nice forecast, basically our normal summertime pattern with temperatures in the mid 80s and also a very small chance of rain every single afternoon.